Good morning. Hi there. Thanks for checking in with us here at Atlanta News First Plus. The weekend is here. I'm Megan Packard, here to get you updated on what's making news across Metro Atlanta this weekend. And First Alert meteorologist Isaac Williams will join us in just a moment to talk about the forecast. But if you're trying to get outside, get it outside today, right, Isaac? He'll join us in just a minute with all of the details before some changes come in the forecast. But here's a look at what we're talking about this morning. We just got into our newsroom a little while ago, an update from DeKalb County Police about a shooting investigation from last night. Here's some video from that scene last night. This was in a shopping plaza around 9 o'clock. We now know a man was shot in this plaza at the intersection of Covington Highway and Panola Road. We've learned he's expected to be okay. Another man was arrested at the scene, but some of the businesses here were damaged by gunfire. This was just around 9:20 last night here in DeKalb County. But again, one man shot, expected to survive. Another suspect is in custody, but some cleanup ahead today for those businesses that were damaged by the gunfire. The American Red Cross is helping people who are displaced after an apartment fire in southwest Atlanta. We were on the scene last night learning that neighbors really helped some of the neighbors in that complex. They started seeing the flames around 9 o'clock last night at the Southwood Vista Apartments right near Campbellton Road. Firefighters say everyone got out safely. Nobody was injured. Neighbors were knocking on doors, making sure everyone was getting out. And again, the American Red Cross, as they always do, now stepping in to help those people who are displaced. So talking about the federal government shutdown and how it may impact people in Georgia, learning a little bit more about how it could impact SNAP benefits. UGA data shows 1.4 million people in Georgia rely on federal SNAP benefits. But if the shutdown continues on and does not end by the end of the month, those benefits will not go out in November. The Georgia Department of Human Services is urging families who use the benefits to plan ahead. Any money distributed this month onto EBT cards will still be there, but there will just not be any new money added. There were some protesters who were out of the state capitol yesterday. They want the state to step in with this, and the Georgia Department of Human Services is sharing more information about how families can get some help. We've got links to nonprofits and food banks posted right now on AtlantaNewsFirst.com and in our free news app. If you are looking to make some weekend plans to get outside, the One Music Fest is today and tomorrow at Piedmont Park. The stage is all tested, ready to go for a lot of the big names that will be on the stage today and tomorrow. Ludacris will headline the festival tomorrow, and Future headlines tonight. One-day tickets are $100. Two-day tickets are $200. Gates open at noon today. And here's something else huge happening today that the city is excited about. The undefeated Yellow Jackets are back at Bobby Dodd Stadium for homecoming. Georgia Tech is 7-0 for the first time since 1966. They take on Syracuse at noon. Their last home game against Virginia Tech saw the most fans in the stands of an ACC home game, we're told, since 2016. So there was a parade this morning. We have our reporter, Joshua Skinner, there talking to all the fans. They were up early celebrating. So it was a good morning, and it will be a great day out there. Let's take a look outside right now. The sun is shining. It's really perfect college football weather as we bring in First Alert meteorologist Isaac Williams to talk more about this. Game time is at noon today, Isaac, so how's it going to look for them?
Yeah, Megan, we're going to be feeling and looking good. Temperatures from the chilly start this morning are rising nicely, and we'll be in the 70s later today. But this morning we got down earlier in the 40s, so it was a chillier start. So tailgating probably wrapping up this morning since we are inside an hour from kick. There in Atlanta, in Midtown, you can see plenty of sunshine, and the sky's going to look like that all day today before we see some changes tomorrow and especially into next week. That brings us to two First Alert weather days. Monday and Wednesday of next week. And it's for widespread rain. We have chilly temperatures as well. We're going to be seeing some big changes in the forecast to this nice weather. Here's another look outside. Lake Lanier, gorgeous out there. Now, lake weather, maybe a little bit of a stretch today since it was a bit chilly this morning. But hey, this afternoon, sunny weather, highs at 73 in Atlanta. It's going to be feeling good, looking good too. Some spots in the upper 60s, but this is pretty close to normal for this time of the year, which you can see there in the corner of the graphic. The normal high for this Saturday, which by the way is the last one of October, if you can believe it, next Saturday is November 1st. 71 is the normal high today. We'll be very close to that. Let's get into Sunday. By noon tomorrow, I'm expecting widespread clouds, but we have a lot of dry air at the surface. So we're going to see moisture increase basically from the top of the atmosphere down tomorrow, and that takes a while for that to translate into rain. Lots of dry air at the surface helps to evaporate that rain quite efficiently through the day. So I'm not really expecting much rain during the daylight hours of Sunday. We do note some rain maybe in northwest Georgia as early as 7 o'clock, but I think most of the One Music Fest even tomorrow looks good. But notice tomorrow night at 11 p.m. it starts to get a little iffy in northwest Georgia with some heavier rain moving in, but I think the impactful stuff really holds off until Monday, and that's the reason we are continuing that first alert weather day for Monday. But some light rain not out of the question as the festival wraps up tomorrow night. Do plan on, though, a chilly, cloudy, breezy day tomorrow with highs in the 60s, winds between 20 and 25 miles an hour, so it's going to be much different than today. And that's going to carry us into Monday, where we are going to see a big change in the forecast. So here is a look at daybreak on Monday. 7 o'clock in the morning, we have widespread, potentially heavy rain across North Georgia. So kind of looking ahead here, we're just less than 48 hours away. We have pretty high confidence of this. Give or take the placement here of where the heaviest rain might be, but we're expecting some near certain impacts to that morning commute Monday. So plan on maybe having some extra minutes built in there because the roads may be a little bit messy with the rainfall. And notice, while we are going to have some breaks in the rain Monday, I think it's going to be a day where we have occasional periods of light to steady shower activity through much of the day. And the chances of seeing sun on Monday, I think, are near zero. With notice that high temperature, 55 degrees. That is as warm as we are going to get on Monday, even if it's not raining. Add in a little bit of a breeze, it may feel closer to 50 degrees, so gross and yucky weather is expected on Monday. And we're going to get that same forecast, I think, to repeat on Wednesday, which leaves us next Tuesday and Thursday, where we're going to be kind of in between systems, it looks like. So cloudy sky conditions will continue, highs stay in the 50s, but we are not going to see widespread rain, I don't think, on Tuesday and Thursday. Here's a look at Wednesday. So as we take you forward in time, maybe the morning is dry, and then you can see how much widespread rain activity develops into the midday hours of Wednesday. Again, timing may change here a little bit, but we're seeing consistent signals that we're going to see widespread rain Wednesday. So at the moment, Monday and Wednesday are our two first alert weather days for widespread rain. Thursday, we start to see a few showers linger, and then we dry out, and then by Halloween, next Friday, 63 degrees. So it's going to be a little bit cool, a little chilly. Sunshine, though, should be with us, and then trick-or-treating temperatures likely to be in the 50s, maybe some upper 40s. So at the moment, we're still 6 days away from next Friday, of course, but I would plan on some chilly weather for Halloween. Let's talk the tropics. We have Melissa still spinning in the Caribbean, just off the coast there of Jamaica and Haiti. Winds of 70, so it's almost a hurricane. West-northwest movement at 1 mile per hour. It is just sitting there. It's stationary, hadn't moved in really the last day or so. It is expected to inch along to the west over the course of the next 2 days, bringing it up to Category 3 intensity tomorrow morning, and then a Category 4 storm by Monday. This is going to be a very strong hurricane potentially to impact Jamaica. The only saving grace here is that it's so slow moving, and it may start to upwell some cooler ocean water from way deep within, but sea surface temperatures in the Caribbean are 90 degrees. So that may not necessarily offset the strengthening. The other possible saving grace is that it could get just enough land interaction to prevent super fast strengthening, but right now the Hurricane Center explicitly taking this from a 70 mile per hour storm right now to a 115 storm tomorrow morning, and then a near Category 5 intensity by Monday evening. Crosses over Jamaica Monday night into Tuesday, and then it crosses over eastern Cuba, through the southeast Bahamas, north of the Turks and Caicos, and then by Thursday, it is a Category 1 storm moving away. So it doesn't look like it's going to impact the United States. South Florida looks to be okay. Rough seas, yes, but it doesn't look like a direct threat to the United States is going to be a thing with this. So that's good. Futurecast kind of on board here with the Hurricane Center's forecast, just meanders over Jamaica, near Jamaica for the next couple days. And then we start to see it get pulled across eastern Cuba through midweek. And then we're going to see that accelerate out to the north and east. So back to the Super 7 Day as we kind of wrap it up here on Atlanta News First Plus on a Saturday. Get outside and enjoy the weather today. Fabulous weather on the way. Not the worst weather tomorrow. It's going to be cooler and breezy, yes, with some spotty rain by the evening. Heavy rain builds in Monday morning, and then we have another round of heavy rain Wednesday. Temperatures 4 days in a row could be in the 50s. And then we do warm up slightly by next Friday on Halloween, 63 degrees with a mostly sunny sky. We'll take you back outside to Midtown Atlanta this morning. It is a mostly sunny day. Enjoy your Saturday. We'll check in with you a little later.
Thank you for watching A&F Plus. For more breaking news, live coverage, and your community stories, download the Atlanta News First app. You can also watch us on YouTube, Roku, Apple TV, and Fire TV. To join the conversation on YouTube Live, visit our channel and hit subscribe. You can also listen to the Atlanta News First podcast by searching Atlanta News First on your preferred listening platform.